Alright, let's get going. Now, last time, we spent the entire stream struggling against the Xenon, trying to keep them from destroying all of our hard work before it could become useful. Hopefully this time we will get to see that hard work become useful. But more likely we'll spend it basically the same way as we did last time. We do have a large shipment of energy cells coming in, so that should help considerably. We should have all the resources we need either on site or getting closer. And so it's just a matter of waiting for everything to get built. Which hopefully won't take too long. Pretty much as soon as this defensive station's done, we need to focus on finally getting the economy balanced for our bootstrapping station. Which I think we might actually have accomplished. We'll have to see how long that takes to actually happen, though. Yeah. Assuming we have enough energy cell production finally, it should not be an issue. But anyway, once that's finally working, then it'll be time to start another defensive station. Let's see, what state did we leave things in last time? Okay, the first steps is waiting for mostly energy cells, but also silicon carbide. Okay. The pinwheel is waiting for energy cells. Actually, I just realized I am an idiot. Where is the Okinawa? Okay, that's an Antigone Memorial. Let's go ahead and remove all orders. Because I was like, oh wait, we can't dock this at the pinwheel, it's a large ship. I'm an idiot. It can dock at the build storage. So trade with the build storage. Boom. Unload its cargo. And then take itself over here and park beside the first steps. Problem solved. So that should be most of the energy cells we need. It is currently an Antigone Memorial. So it will take it a little while to fly there. It's got to go the long way around because I don't want to fly it through Tharkas Cascade. And if I'm not flying through Tharkas Cascade, it's not that much farther just to go around to Argon Prime as well. Which is another possible problem. In theory, the Argon shouldn't attack it because it's a Xenon solar power plant, huh? Anyway, in theory, the Argon shouldn't attack it because it's a civilian ship. And I think I'm still pissed them off quite enough that they're willing to attack civilian ships. Yeah. Civilian ships are still safe. Okay. So that covers that. Now, how is the pinwheel doing? Okay, we have 40,000 energy cells coming in. You have silicon carbide being shipped in. We do have some Computronic substrates being brought in by a Terran high-tech freighter. Okay. I was hoping they would bring in energy cells, but anyway. Yeah. We have one bridge completely finished. 2 bridges, probably these 2, that are constructed but not finished. And another one that's waiting to be started. Mostly because of energy cells. Energy cells is the big limiting factor in this whole build right now. Which is a bit weird because energy cells are the easy and cheap resource most of the time. Okay, got a Hokkaido. This place should produce everything it needs. We still have a decent amount of resources available. Yeah. It does have some energy cells in stock, 6,000 of them. I'll have to let those build up a little bit, and then we can turn the system back on. Anyway. So yeah. What we really need is more freighters. We're going to have that Okinawa get here. We can use it. Well, it'd be more efficient than having a bunch of Baldricks. Don't know if it's worth buying any Baldricks or not. Okay, let's see. Are there any Xenon getting ready to come through? No. Okay. Or at least there aren't any Ks, and that's really all I care about. Everything else runs into the laser tower, massive doom, and dies. So, do I dare take the destroyer and try to destroy this cock installation? It's really stupid, but I'm going to do it. We're going to save, we're going to go do it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's just a reload. Might as well. Oh. Go ahead and apply a little bit of loot sock first. Let's see. That station's over this way somewhere, I think. Yep, there it is. A lot of loot. Yeah. We really need to get like a scout fighter or something, or two, set up collecting loot from this area. Problem is, I don't think we can drop it off anywhere except the HQ, and the HQ is an inconvenient location for that.
Cock installation.
Anyway, let's go blow this place up. And hope that there aren't any Ks that immediately leap all over us while we're doing this. Probably a stupid thing to do, but oh well. The laser towers should at least annoy them slightly. Hopefully draw some fire. I hope. Well, hopefully they don't just flat out don't show up. That would be the best outcome. I think we'll keep the map centered right out here. Ugh. I'm tired for some reason. Okay, so this place, remember it being fairly easy, just a bit tedious. Okay, what is this?
Magnetar. Mineral. Vanguard.
Why is the Activa Free League mining here?
Discoverer. Vanguard.
Sometimes it's better not to ask.
Cock installation.
Who knows what weirdness they're getting up to. Okay, anyway. We're going to want to kill the engines at about 11k. I think. Maybe 12k. Yeah, 12k worked out really well. Okay. I spawn a bunch of fighters. The fighters all attack me. So far, so boring. Okay, we gotta wait for the guns to cool. This is really a bit annoying to use this thing unupgraded, but it's what we have. It is definitely capable of doing this, so. Well. As much as we may wish that we have something better, we don't. Speaking of upgraded. Okay, we might need to send in a freighter to do those manually. We'll worry about that later. Also, I don't think this ship has had the max chassis mod installed yet, so I should probably be thinking about a good time to take it to a shipyard for that. Realistically, that won't be able to happen until we have defense stations here, or defense station. Okay. More problems just warped in. We're currently at 86% hull on the station. No Ks yet. Just my luck that one shows up though. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that, but there was some button. Well, the space bar works. Thought there was another fire button somewhere.
Thank you.
Okay, we just made 180,000 credits from that. Just sitting here and destroying our attackers is a pretty good money maker, apparently. I should be running the loot suck as well so that we can collect our other rewards for destroying the gnats. And we're getting some decent loot. Okay, we are 1/4 done. It's gonna take a while, unfortunately. The extra damage from the max level gun mods is nice, but the extra cooling rate is better. You can fire so much longer. Not necessarily better for in terms of DPS, but better in terms of making the whole process a little bit less, I don't know, require a little bit less attention, I guess. Because unupgraded, it's a matter of sitting here and monitoring all the cooldowns. All of the cooldowns. There's only really one, but with the faster cooling rate, it did require a little bit less attention. Anyway.
Thank you.
Another 150k. I'm surprised how well this thing does against fighters and stuff attacking it now. The Terran guns are a lot better than the Argon plasmas were for that. Not to say that they're like amazing or anything, but on the balance, I'd rather have the plasmas. For example, if I had the plasmas, they'd all be firing at the station right now. And doing significant damage. Okay, so we're at 57%. Apparently one of our turrets is actually firing at the station. I should try crawling a little closer and see what the range is on those guns. The station guns.
Thank you.
Actually, I wonder if they're in the encyclopedia. Let's see. Military turrets. No, they're not. Okay, Kion turret. Yeah, they're definitely... You can see the guns, you just can't see them in the encyclopedia. I don't think. Let's... Oh, wait. Okay, no, but it does list the Kion emitters. It doesn't actually list the turrets, though. That's interesting. Oh well. We're wasting time in which we could be firing guns. Long story short, the guns probably have a similar range to my guns, at a guess.
Something hit us. Acknowledged.
Okay. Don't see any Ks coming. That's still good. This is the guy who was being attacked by a bunch of hive guards. Looks like he's going to successfully escape. Oh, I need to get rid of this thing. Hopefully that'll stop the hive guards spawning. There's another 150k for blowing stuff up. Well, we're a little over halfway done with this. Go put our map view back over here so I can watch for Ks. More easily. Last time, I must have fired a different part of the station because it blew up quite quickly. This time the station's over half dead and we haven't blown up any single piece of it. Which is fine. Okay, 38%. Oh, we're getting there. Almost a third of the way along.
Thanks for your help.
Hopefully we don't have to deal with any more stations for quite a while. I would like to have some bigger, better guns before we have to do that. Hello, Dread. Spent a good amount of time on the roof in the blasted sun working on an HVAC unit. Well, that doesn't sound like fun. I may like warm temperatures, but I prefer my warm temperatures out of direct sunlight. And with a bit of a breeze going. Speaking of a bit of a breeze going, I finally got a new fan today. For a couple of years now, I've had a Noctua NFA20. In other words, a great big ol' 20 centimeter fan from Noctua. I've had one of those together with a little fan controller, just a variable speed knob, and then like a wall wart.
Thank you.
With a 4-pin fan plug on the end. So you go plug the 4-pin fan plug into the speed controller, and then you plug the fan into the speed controller, and there you go. You got a little knob. You can set it to whatever speed you want. Generally, be somewhere between slow and slower, because those giant Noctua fans don't have that high of RPM. But anyway, it's not a cheap way to get a desktop fan, but it's a really excellent way to get one that's very quiet and just creates a nice steady breeze. But anyway, because neither place that I spend much time in has air conditioning, so being able to sleep at night was much higher priority than being comfortable at my desk, so I drugged my old unit home so I could sit up beside my bed. Which is pretty nice. However, that does leave my desk a little bit hot, so I had to order a second one. I finally got it. Got it sitting right over there. Hopefully the mic isn't picking it up. I don't think it is. And if it is, hopefully it isn't picking up very loudly, because it's a really quiet fan. But anyway, I have a slight breeze now. What are we at? 12% haul? Okay. The station will go down any minute now. Anyway, I'm not really a fan of air conditioning. In my experience, either it is too cold or it's stuffy. It's not really designed to keep things in the temperature range that I like. But then a lot of people think I'm weird, so those people are wrong. But oh, it's so hot in here. How can you stand it? But I don't like it on the roof in the sun, working on stuff hot, so. Okay. Did that segment? Okay, that segment had 98% of the health of the station in it, roughly. That seems... This segment must have been significantly damaged already. I'm pretty sure it didn't actually have quite that much. Anyway, the station's gonna go boom very soon. Like, how about now? Alright. Now we just need to get rid of these little annoying bastards. And we can get out of here. Hello, Mr. Wreck? That wreck is going to be a problem, I think. Okay, come on. Blow one up, please. I think he just repaired a little bit. It might be helping the guns track a little better to do this, but I'm more interested in trying to get the front guns online. Or lined up, I guess. Come on, just hit him like once or twice more. There we go. One down. One to go. Yeah, they're hitting him occasionally. I'm not going to be able to hit him with the front guns. Not unless something changes. This does seem to be helping the turrets. At least hit in the vicinity. There we go. Problem eliminated. Now we need to get back to the gate before any Ks show up. Speaking of which, Okay, there are no Ks in view. So,
Defense platform.
let's select the pinwheel. And let's get over there. Okay, I think this is right side up.
Thank you.
It's either right side up or it's upside down. Let's get over to the pinwheel. It does not look like the Okinawa has gotten here yet. It's in Trinity Sanctum. Okay, so it's not far off. He's probably about halfway here. Maybe a little more. How are we doing for resource deliveries? The Baldric is still going back and forth. Baldric is delivering more silicon carbide. Okay. Please focus on delivering energy cells instead. Thank you. Has he done any deliveries to the first steps itself? It does not look like he's done any deliveries to the first step. However, we have an... Oh wait, maybe he did silicon carbide. We do have an energy trader bringing in the energy cells we need though. Okay. So we can probably turn production back on soon. As soon as that energy trader drops those energy cells off, our energy cell problems are hopefully going to be done. Because I think we're not quite doubling. It would be just increasing, definitely. Okay, we're gonna want to get back to where we were, sitting up above the station. By probably about 10k or so. Keep the station selected. Want to be above it and a little bit behind it. Okay, so things are, proceeding. We've got some police here attacking the hive guards. That's good. Hopefully those are the last hive guards we ever see. That would make me very happy. I don't know how they go about rebuilding their stations. Whether they just spontaneously reappear after a while or what, but I guess we'll find out eventually. If we start seeing more hive guards, we'll have to go looking for another station. I doubt they'll rebuild it in the same place right away, but then again, you never know. Hopefully we at least buy a bit of time before we have to worry about them anymore. Okay, where are we at on the map? Still not quite behind them. Although we are kind of getting there. Like that, I guess. We want to be... I don't know if 10Ks might be a bit too far. In any case, we want to be a little bit behind and mostly above. I think I'll go to about 8 or 9K. Actually, 8K sounds about right. Right about there should be good. We'll just go nose down again. And yeah, this looks like a decent spot to be. Well, actually, no, this isn't really a decent spot to be. I kind of want to be farther back. Let's go fly back a little bit more. And then get a little more centered up over top of everything. That's a good idea. Something like this. It's about enough reverse distance. Okay. I like this. We just thrust her sideways a little bit, get us more centered up over top of everything. And there's easier ways to do that than using the sideways thrusters, but we don't have to move very far, so this is a reasonable way to do it. This should give us a pretty good angle on any Ks we might want to destroy. Actually, this doesn't look nearly as far back as the map says I am. Let's give a little bit of down thruster as well. Okay. We're a little higher than I really want. So let's get a little bit more. I don't know why I'm spending so long getting this perfectly positioned. Doesn't really matter. It just has to be vaguely in the right spot. Anyway, this is a pretty good spot for K-Watch. According to this, we're way off to the side. I don't believe that, though. Maybe we are? Doesn't look like it. Normal mode, though. Anyway. Let's see. What do we want to do next? There's a P. We should probably go ahead and take the wheelbarrow. And go sanitize the area.
Katana.
Out of my seat, please.
P.
Okay, that P is going to run straight into laser turrets. And I don't need to worry about him overly much. However, this P...
P.
He is being annoying and shooting people he shouldn't shoot. So, we need to go have a little talk to him about what is exactly his acceptable actions. Okay, this takes quite a while to stop. We probably overshot a bit there. I think that was killing the engines at about 15k, so apparently we need to do it about 20k out in the future. Alrighty. Go ahead and do another pass. And kaboom. Now, from here, we should go deal with this hive guard. These guys apparently are taking their time with.
Hive guard.
They'll probably kill him before we get there, but you never know. And hopefully once the hive guard's gone, we won't have to worry about any more of them for the foreseeable future.
Awaiting orders.
Rapier. Oh. That's one of the scout ships. Okay. Which scout ship is it? Scout, we're stuck in an asteroid again.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, when will I ever learn? Okay, we've escaped, I think. Alright, that little problem's taking care of itself before we got there. Which one of you rapiers is done? Okay. This one is done. I'm not sure when it finished. He was the one we were using to explore the local area. And apparently Heretic's End as well. Also Wretched Skies, okay. Looks like the Paranid are doing a few things around here. Losing a few things. They're doing okay. The other Paranid, not the other Paranid, the other Rapier was at the moon. He apparently give him an explorer order through there. Interesting. Oh, he'll go explore the Earth anyway. Not sure where this accelerator goes. I should explore through there as well. So what's going on with this? Did I explore both of these? Yes, I did. Okay, good deal. I think Antigone Memorial, or is it the Void? Somewhere in here, there's another jump point to a bunch of Xenon sectors. These two have been feuding, it looks like. If I had ships, I'd take one there and destroy the station just to keep the Xenon prune back, but I don't have ships I can dedicate to that. Okay, so those scout ships, I probably should set them to exploring friendly space of various kinds, but maybe explore a little FRF space or something. Low priority though. I don't feel like ordering them around right now. It does look like we are finally... There's an SCA Marauder. Do I want to tie on pirates? Wow. There's a Zyrat's Dominion police ship. Anyway, the place is finally hostile free for the first time in a while. So that's a good sign. How are things going at the pinwheel? We finally have all the metallic micro... Okay, the metallic microlattice has been here for a while. We finally have all the silicon carbide we need. Compogenic substrate still being shipped in a bit at a time by the Baldric. The Okinawa still hasn't arrived, which I should check to see where that's at. It's an open market, so it's very close, like just a couple jumps away. Almost exactly a couple jumps away. Actually, it is exactly a couple jumps away. Okay. The energy trader still is not here with the power cells that he was bringing. I think we're going to turn production back on. We don't really need... I mean, we do need more energy cells, but we don't need like the vast amounts of them that we were originally going to need. We don't need to produce them all. We're about 9,000 something short. But that's like a couple bridges worth. So most of the station will be able to complete with what it has on hand, and the rest should be easy enough to ship in, even with the production running. Assuming, of course, that this current increase in size is enough. Compogenic substrate production is expensive. Requires a lot of resources per hour just to run those two little factories. Anyway, we currently don't need to shoot anything. It probably wouldn't hurt if we did go and shoot some stuff.
Asteroid. Asteroid. Asteroid.
Let's see.
Asteroid.
I
Asteroid.
don't suppose there's any
Asteroid.
random resources laying around here that aren't
Asteroid.
silicon or whatever.
Asteroid.
No little flies or
Hokkaido. Asteroid.
bits of, what are you gonna call them?
Asteroid.
Bits of lodestone. Don't see anything.
Queen's Guard.
Well, apparently destroying that station did not stop the CAC at all. Where are they coming from? They're coming from the same direction as where that destroyed station used to be. That's annoying. Well, they're running straight into the laser towers, so that's not really a problem, I guess. And while I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, I ran into an asteroid. Yay, go me! Let's go out that
Advanced
direction and see
satellite.
if we can pick anything else up on radar. We'll do a little bit of long-range scanner pinging. See if we can discover anything going on. We do have a satellite out there. But yeah. Apparently we did not stop them from spawning in this system after all. Unless it was just some kind of, what are you gonna call it? Oh. What in the
Minotaur,
world are they
Raider.
doing way out here at scale plate and pinwheels under attack? By what? That's a lot of loot. I'm gonna leave the wheelbarrow here. I'm gonna teleport back to the Swan Song and get all that loot. Alright. Engage the suck. Looks like we're gonna have to fly ahead a little bit. We're too far back. Okay, when we start seeing this moving, that's when we'll kill the drive. There's a K.
Jump Gate. Arcus Cascade.
Alright.
K.
It's a good thing we teleported back when we did. Because we are currently quite close to a K. See if we can take out his engine here. That'll at least slow him down. Reduces maneuverability some. Okay, boom goes the engine. I think the first cheek gun is up here somewhere. Ah, we gotta let the guns cool. Or reverse. I can't really see the... Let's see if we get some flashing. Yeah. We're hitting a cheek gun right there, I think. Maybe not. In any case, we're hitting the K, that's what matters. Because he's coming our direction, boys. Get some fire on the other engine. Okay. He definitely lost a lot of speed. Maybe. I think we're faster than he is right now in reverse. So he's done for. Need to let the guns cool. Just because you want to fire doesn't mean that they're available. That was very lucky bit of timing on our part. Complete coincidence. It was just like, oh, there's a lot of loot. Let's teleport back and get it.
Explosion imminent.
And no sooner did we do that than the K appeared. So that worked out really well. Let's go ahead and apply a little bit of loot suck. And get ourselves back in position over top the station. Okay. This looks like a pretty good spot to sit. Okay, kill the engines. Is there any loot laying around? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's go check to make sure there's not a second K waiting to come get us. I don't see one, but that of course doesn't necessarily mean anything. Alright, let's go back to the blue barrel.
Thanks for your help.
Ka-ching! 600K. Well worth it blowing those things up. Okay, let's do a little bit of pinging out here. I highly doubt we'll find anything. But this is basically the direction where the CAC came from. Maybe there were some leftover patrols or something? Or maybe they don't actually need that station to spawn here. I was really hopeful that they would stop spawning here if I blew them up, but I don't know if that's how that works. Anyway. The sounds long-range scanner make her pretty cool. Here's an autosave. I really hope there's not another station out here somewhere. Particularly not within this gas cloud, because that'd be really hard to see. Okay, I don't see anything underneath us. Yeah. The CAC that attacked the gate came from pretty much a straight line from that station. Or installation, I guess it is called. Okay, there was a little blue king. There it is. I want to see what this is. Okay, there's two of them. Okay. Don't see it anymore. Wonder what those are. I can't seem to identify anything. Okay, like right there's one. Fly toward it. Oops. Okay. There we go. It's right in front of us, whatever it is. Boom, right there. And ding, there it is again. If it's just a lockbox or something, I would be a bit disappointed, but... What? Okay, there we go. I didn't want to charge for some reason. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, that time it didn't ping. I think how long you hold the button down has something to do with how far of a range you get out of it. So if I just do like that, which barely charged, yeah, it doesn't, we don't get a return. If I charge a little longer, we get a return. Kind of curious what the range is when you do just the minimum. Barely hold it down. Whatever it is, it's not far enough to get that blue ping to turn up. Give it a little more speed. Okay, there we go. Not getting a return on minimum ping still. There's a Xenon, I think. Okay, we're starting to get a bit of a ping. Keep pinging. I'm going to find out what this blasted little blue dot is. Okay, we got a K and family crit. That's an emergency, but not a crashing one. So we can take a few minutes to continue to explore. Okay, that's a CAC. Would you miserable little gets go away, please? Okay, we're getting a lot of pings now. Interesting. I wonder what this is. Okay. Keep refreshing it. I don't see anything. Okay, the Okinawa is done with its thing. That's very good news. Oh wait. There's something floating in space.
Unknown object.
Of course, it's a lockbox. What else would it be? The question is it lockbox enough that I want to go open it? As in, does it look like it's valuable enough? I don't appreciate you, just so you know.
Queen's Guard.
I think I'm going to try opening this thing. Just because I'm really curious what it contains. I don't think I've ever really spent any time opening lockboxes just floating out in the middle of nowhere. This one's actually got quite a few. Okay, come out on the top of the ship here. Yes, I know we had that P we had to take care of, but this is more interesting than a P, to be honest. Okay.
Lockbox.
Okay, we want to pay attention to its health. We don't want to shoot it accidentally in the wrong spot.
Thank you.
And if we do, we can heal it. I wish we had the other more powerful gun we had in our previous character. Sometimes I wished I didn't with that character, because I do like the beam for some things. It's very precise. But sometimes that extra damage was pretty nice. Okay, we still haven't really done much damage to this box. It is one nice thing about this little beam. Okay, and this comes around. Nope. Oh. There we go. We got sedative, interface unit, space fly eggs,
Katana. Docking
hydraulic
granted.
pump. Ooh, okay. That was... What? Well, that's annoying. Must release mines too. That's very annoying. Wow. We do have an autosave from a couple of minutes ago. Note to self, the loot was not worth it. Lockboxes once again proved very disappointing. I don't know if the gold ones might be worth it. That one was trapped and it had crap loot, so it's kind of... If the loot was really good, I might be willing to risk traps, but... It was just random, you blew up some enemies kind of loot, which I can get in much larger amounts by just sitting at a gate with a destroyer. So, yeah. Not sure what the devs are thinking with lockboxes. They're really not worth it. Or at least they don't seem like it. And generally, if you want to have... They're a lot of work. Even if you don't get out of your ship, you still have to sit there and very carefully try to shoot it without blowing it up. Which is a pain in the butt. And then, after you do all that, yay, you get a little bit of loot that you could have very easily gotten just by hunting down some Xenon. Maybe the higher rarity ones give better stuff? I do know I did open a yellow one at some point. You know, a gold colored one, whatever. But I don't remember it having anything particularly special in it. It was just kind of, okay, yay, loot, and that was it. And just kind of... If they want you to go through the effort of opening things like that, it kind of has to have something special in it. Anyway, for now, let's get off the controls. Let's order the wheelbarrow to fly over here to a safe place. And then let's teleport to the Swan Song. Teleport to the Swan Song. Okay, there we go. Now, has the K arrived here yet? No? I got a message for a K. This must be before that happened. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just sit in the Swan Song for a bit and collect more loot than what we could have ever gotten from that loot box. Which, first, let's check to see if we have anything available. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. We don't want to put our nose right over top the build storage, because what happens if I accidentally hit a fire button? Okay. The Okinawa should be here soon, if it isn't already. 10,000? It's delivering a lot more than 10,000. Oh, it's in the middle of unloading. That's why. Okay. So yeah, the Okinawa's just been here. Matter of fact, it is here right now. Right there. It's like, what? This delivery should be delivering 40,000, not 10. Okay, so that's good. We currently have construction ongoing. Everything's moving again. We just need to get more competronic substrate and about 10k more energy cells in. In the meantime, let's check first steps. That energy trader who's going to deliver is still not here yet. Thought he was less than that last time I checked. Oh, that's not good. Flee instead, you little idiot. I don't want to deal with you possibly getting destroyed or even damaged. And I don't care enough about... Where are these guys coming from? They're no longer spawning right in the middle of the system, so that's good, I guess. Oh, that's why he hadn't left yet. Proceed with your orders, you idiot. Okay. Now... there is a P coming. K, I mean. K, not P. K. And there's the warning about the K. It's gonna move on in the right general direction. I think it's about that way.
Jump gate. Family. Crit.
Actually, it's right this way. Alright, let's go say hi to Mr. K. And hopefully prevent him from doing any substantial damage. He's probably going to this defense platform. He'll probably get there before we do, and he'll probably do a bunch of damage, but as long as he doesn't actually destroy it. Yeah. In the meantime, the pinwheel, things are going quite well. These bridges are now complete, which means they have all their guns and shields, which I still need to go... How much money do we have? 5 million? Okay, it's not enough. I still need to go to the Terrans and buy medium shields, because all the medium guns on that station have no shields. That's going to cost like 8 million, I think I said it was. So, we need more money. A lot more money. Oh, we're nowhere close to having enough money to get fighter production running. We keep spending it all. But until we can make small and medium ships, we're kind of going to be poor.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, he's definitely heading for this defense platform. That was Okinawa, I think. Yeah. I need to decide what I want to do with him. I mean, obviously we use him to haul freight around, but where do I want to haul freight to first? We'll probably load him up with more energy cells and send him back to... where I call it?
Entering system.
I'm going to assume
Family. Crit.
that we have some energy cells available.
K.
Anyway, the K still has not reached the station he was headed toward. At the current rate of travel, it looks like he's definitely going to get there before we can get there to stop him. Yeah. You know, these things are called Destroyer K, but they have the icon for a an XL ship. I wonder if they're actually considered an XL ship or if they're considered a large. I think they're probably considered XL, but I'm not sure why. They're not that much larger than a normal destroyer. Maybe it has something to do with just how much damage they do. We definitely stopped too far out. Need to remember 12k is a good stopping point. go over here like this. He's definitely getting shot by a lot of plasmas. So the defense station can probably handle itself. It's going to take a lot of damage, but I think it can handle itself. Definitely it'll be able to handle the problem with us here. See if we can sink some damage into its engines. Why is it moving around like that? Makes it hard to aim at parts. It just seems to be like randomly jumping up and down and stuff. Anyway, it's gonna blow up very soon. All fighters get clear. Wonder if it's actually being moved because it's being hit by small ships. That seems like a lot of movement from that though.
Imminent.
And
Defense drone.
kaboom, there's a whole bunch of defense drones.
P.
Wonder if we can take this P out. Hopefully he continues our direction. Anyway, while we watch the defense drones kill the P, let us engage the suck. Collect all that sweet, sweet loot. Wonder how many... Yeah. We should probably stop at a station sometime and see what all we can sell. Because I bet we have a good amount of money in just random stuff. Okay, there's still quite a bit of loot around here. Can finally stop doing chores around the house and relax while listening to Slash play Starship Troopers. The Starship Troopers game looked pretty cool. I ought to try it sometime. I'm really bad at RTSs, but I enjoy them nonetheless. And I look at the kind of RTS that I could enjoy quite a bit. No giant armies of units that you just slam into each other. It looked like it actually would require a bit more effort. More unit placement and less following the right build order perfectly. It's brutal. One wrong move and bugs win. Yeah, that does sound kind of like fun. I tend to prefer RTSs that give you smaller numbers of units that you then position more carefully. I'm not terribly great at micro or anything like that, but as long as it's not like tight time limits and that kind of thing, that can be handled by just being a little more careful. There's no building, just defend and attack. Yeah. I need to try it out. Because I've heard good things about it, and the little bits I saw looked really fun. I watched Splattercat play it, and then I watched Project Incursus play it some. I kind of need to go try it out. As long as the game has control groups, you can micro alright. Now, one thing I noticed about that, apparently your units can't fire over each other. Which definitely means placement is probably going to be king. I really need to try it out. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have to see how much it costs on Steam. I've wasted a bunch of money lately, so we'll see if I can justify it to myself. But I still don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow. I mean, it's traditionally Nostalgia Night, but lately I've been branching out a little bit from that. Just playing other random games that aren't X4 on that day. I don't necessarily want to play more Dig or Die just right away. I want to wait a little bit before I play some more of that. Got it for around $30. That's not too bad.
Thank you.
I need to try it out. I've never watched the Star Trek Troopers movie. And I don't think I ever read the book either, which is strange because it's Heinlein, and I usually like Heinlein fairly well. But I understand the movie has very little to do with the book, so... One of these days I need to read the book. $29.99 on Steam. Yeah, that's not too much. I don't think I'd pay like $60 for it or anything like that, but... G2A is not a place I would ever buy anything from, though. They are, not good. They tend to be involved in selling stolen keys and stuff like that. They're not a good reseller like, say, Bumble or Green Man or someplace like that. They're... yeah. Well, let's just kill our drives and sit here a little bit and watch the pretty lights. There's certainly enough pretty lights. Green Man has it for $23.99. I don't know how G2A stays in business, to be honest. Suppose nobody can prove that they're directly involved in anything, so... I miss my flag. I really miss my flags. They made pretty lights in the Terran guns too. Not sure if they were actually more effective though. I do like that the main guns, the Terran main guns, are decent against fighters. Yeah, look, there goes some split flax. Aren't they pretty? The nice thing about streaming is that if you buy games to play on stream, you can write them off your taxes. Not that that's like an amazing benefit or anything, but...
Jump gate. Family. Zin.
better than not being able to write them off your taxes, I guess.
Thanks for your help. Thank you.
I need to read that book. I don't know why I never did. I have a copy of it. I'm like 99% sure. Actually, I'm 100% sure I have a copy of it now that I think about it. Why did I never read it? I've read like a bunch of other Heinlein. Oh well. Heinlein's not my favorite sci-fi author, but he's pretty decent sometimes. But I'm guessing the game is more based on the movie anyway, so. Oh, let's get back where we can maintain vigil over our gate. Raph got an update. Apparently there's a new shark boss. Yeah, I don't know about a shark boss, but I did see that it had horizontal beams. So next time I can persuade Raph to play, or rather next time he contacts me and says, hey, let's play Raft at some random day during the week, I will be able to tear apart most of the tower, or rather build the horizontal supports and then tear out the vertical supports so we actually have open area instead of pillars sticking up everywhere. And that should be quite nice. Sharks with lasers? I hope not. I really hope. I really hope not. Sharks with lasers are a little, like, one step too far.
Entering system. Family Xen.
Okay, so let's go over here
Defense platform.
to the pinwheel, which should actually be coming along quite nicely, and then we need to sit still for a while and just order freighters around. Another thing I've never watched is Austin Powers. I really should. I've seen enough moments from clips and stuff. Actually, that's not quite true. I did see part of one of the Austin Powers movies once as a kid. Don't even remember what the circumstances were behind seeing that. But anyway. Oh, don't even remember which one it was for that matter. I just don't have time that I would usually spend watching things is the problem. Oh, we got a lot of loot out here. Nice. Gotta get over there before it despawns. But anyway, I have a long list of things that I should watch someday and probably never will. Okay. Turn on the suck. And here comes all the loot. Beautiful, beautiful loot. Oh yeah. Okay, how is the pinwheel doing? The pinwheel needs 8,000. Say about 8,100, a little bit less than that. And then it needs about 600 Computronic substrate. Okay, let's see how much we can load up onto the Okinawa. Okay, there are no energy cells available. Did I say Computronic substrate was what it needed? Go ahead and load up about 800. I think that's the right thing. If not, we can cancel the orders. Okay. Trade with the build storage. No, we know how to get my math that wrong. Okay, we need exactly 542. Let's see here. What do you mean I can't change the amount? Okay. Boom. Remove that order then. 542, I think I said. $544, 43, 42. Confirm. Okay, and then we need energy cells, which you don't have any locally. Okay, trade with the build storage. 542. Boom. And then when you're done, fly back and park. Okay. So, we need a bunch of energy cells. I don't know why I tried to math it up in here. Oh, okay, I see what the problem is. Baldric was... Okay, this 100 threw me off at least a little bit, but still doesn't explain my math here. Anyway, energy cells is the last thing we really need here. How much money do we have in stock? 1.1 million. Okay, that should be plenty to buy all the energy cells we need if NPC traders want to deliver some. Okay, we do have half of the station completed, it looks like. So that's good. Now let's check on the first steps. Okay, it's about half done as well. How are we doing on energy cells? We have 31,000 available. Why wasn't the Okinawa able to load any up? That's strange. Okay, where is the Okinawa? Here.
Awaiting orders.
Traded the first steps. Energy. Oh, I know why. I can't trade with. I need to transfer because it's set to not trade any away until it has 100,000 in stock. Because energy cells are one thing that's set up to sell to the public. So transfer wares with first step, and then we can grab energy cells. Okay. And we have plenty in stock. So how many energy cells do we need? We need 8,069. Nice. So let's remove this order. And then transfer wares with... Actually, go ahead and remove that order as well. And then we transfer wares with first step. And we grab as many energy cells as we can, which is more than enough. We need 8,069. Boom. So we can haul them all in one trip. And then we trade with the build storage. Dump all that stuff. One nice little trip and everything will be handled. Perfect. Oh, we engage the loot suck again. As more Xenon have come and helpfully donated to the cause. Alright. So we're finally going to have all the materials we need to finish the pinwheel. And from there, the first steps is going to be also, it's almost finished already. Are we producing more than we're consuming? We're producing 6,300 an hour. How much are we consuming per hour? We would see that here, wouldn't we? Okay, we're consuming 5,400. We're producing 63, or 54,000. Consuming 63. Producing 63,000, consuming 54. Or 55 more like, actually. And we're producing even more than that shortly. So we are going to have an energy cell surplus, which is good because we can sell those locally, unlike pretty much everything else we make. Surprisingly, computronic substrates are a surprisingly popular trade good, so we might have to set some limits and allow those to be sold to the public later. Because apparently the Terrans were having such a shortage that they were willing to come all the way out and buy some off us. Which seems strange considering how far away we are from anything that has Terran interests. But on the plus side, we're making resources again. We're pretty good on metallic microlattice. We're decent on silicon carbide. We're quite short on computronic substrate. But that will change after a while. We're doing okay on ore silicon. Gases are all full. We probably should have more miners. Probably wouldn't hurt to buy a couple more large miners. However, they're expensive and I don't really feel like spending the money on them right now. We'll see if we can do with just what we have. Long story short, our economy is in about the best shape it's ever been. And we're doing really well in producing this. So once this is done, the next station we need to do... We might as well leave the laser towers here. Because trying to pick them all up again would be pure pain. Actually, could you deactivate them all in one go? We select all of these. Or all the Mark 1s anyway. Deactivate all. Okay, so we can deactivate 300 of them at a time. That would definitely be interesting to try to load onto a ship, but we could haul them away 90 at a time fairly easily. So it's not completely unrealistic to suck these back up and deploy them at the new wherever we're going to build a station, which probably right now would be actually here. That seems like a good spot to build the next one. Once we have one here, and then one over here, the next place would be probably build one here, or maybe here, depending how charitable I'm feeling to the pyramid. Here would probably actually be a good place. I like the pyramid well enough. The other thing I need to worry about is if are we going to have trouble with if this station can handle a P on its own, or a K on its own, I mean. Why do I keep saying P lately? They're Ks. Anyway, if it can handle K on its own, then good. Otherwise, we might need to make some modifications. We only have 3 bridges left. Resources are on their way here to finish it. I think the thing to do at this point is to go grab the wheelbarrow and go to Terran space. We don't have quite enough money. We probably have enough space flies that we can afford it.
Requesting permission to dock.
We'll take the wheelbarrow, we'll go to Terran space,
Katana.
and we will buy the medium shields we need. That will increase the amount of resources we'll have to drop into that station, but it will increase the survivability at the same time, so by at least a tiny little bit.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay. Oh, and that reminds me. How is this station doing on the internal resources it's going to need to build repair drones? Answer: it hasn't even started. Okay. 80 silicon carbide, 660 metallic microlattice, 10k energy cells. We can't move those over with the Okinawa, unfortunately, because we don't have a pier on this station. So that's mildly unfortunate. Okay, here, look.
Autopilot disengaged.
We're gonna hit the damn asteroid because disengaging the autopilot, it pitched me up at the wrong time, and instead of reaching over and hitting backspace, which might have saved us, I did something else.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Better believe it's a hazardous region. Look at all that loot. I'd love to stop and collect that. Dare I try?
Entering system. Progress cascade.
I dare not try.
Autopilot engaged.
It's tempting. But getting into a running battle with a bunch of Xenon does not sound like fun. Well, okay. It would be kind of fun. It doesn't sound like it would advance my goals. There we go.
Entering system. Take first choice.
So, hopefully nothing goes wrong while we're off talking to the Terrans. Most of those laser tower Mark IIs we dropped are like long gone. Most of the Mark 1s we dropped are still there. Moral of the story is, instead of dropping Mark 2s, drop a whole load of Mark 1s. Unless you have something like a Raptor that can deploy a lot of them at a time. That is one possible use for a carrier, I guess. You can deploy a lot more Mark II laser towers in a go.
Entering system.
I-
Argon Prime.
Doubt I'll buy any carriers this game. I might. They are useful for repairing fighters, I guess.
Entering system. Second contact.
I would prefer not to use many large groups of fighters, though, to be honest. Yeah, that was a Baldric.
Requesting immediate backup.
Oh.
Very big mistake. You have no more.
Oh, those are all.
Entering system. The Void.
Okay. Well, I guess we can't see it right now. Baronet are building a defense station and second contact. Okay. Are the Baronet at war with Antigone or something? I don't know. The Terran are pushing into the void too. I don't think they did that in my last save. Interesting. I should bring a destroyer down here and take care of this problem just because it's kind of... Yeah. The Xenon are definitely running wild a lot more than they were in the last game, I think. It sure feels like it. Now up here they're pretty penned in, but that's because I've been stomping on them pretty effectively. So they haven't really had a
Entering
chance to try to run wild.
Sofune.
Okay, the pinwheel's almost done, actually. Although as soon as I get this blueprint for the medium shields, that's going to change. Okay. The Okinawa that's coming in to drop off 100 Computronic substrates isn't here yet. Although supposedly he's going to be here soon. Anyway, our Okinawas was leaving.
Entering system. Sol.
Yeah. Anyway.
Entering Jupiter.
One more jump and we should be on site. I really need to go ahead and drop more satellites in these systems. Reposition some of the ones we have here already. Because pretty much all the satellites we have here are ones that were placed during the Yaki quest. Which isn't really a solution. This lockbox was items that we dropped, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. We're almost to our destination. We're going to need to go
Entering Saturn.
sell some stuff.
1.
I think we have enough stuff to sell that we can make up the couple million, or 1 million I guess it is, not even that quite, that we're going to need to buy the shield blueprint. And while we're there, there's not really anything else we can afford to buy that I actually want. Or need yet, I should say. There's some stuff we're going to need eventually
Autopilot. Disengaged.
that we should get. But... oh, I need to arrange for resources to be dropped off at
Docking
the,
granted.
for the research as well. I should send a Baldric over and handle that. I don't think I have any free Baldrics anymore, though.
Successfully docked.
Everybody's busy. Well,
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Let's go and talk to the trader wherever they are. Yeah, I'll have to teleport over there. I don't feel like walking around the station to find them. Okay, trader's corner. I think they would be inside. Actually, I don't know if you can even walk to the trader from the medium ship bay.
Here you go.
We
Good
have
luck
like
out there.
200 and some spacefly eggs.
Awaiting orders.
I should probably take the time to craft them into stuff. Okay, we could also make several spacesuit EMPs. Well, let's start by making these. Oh wow, we can make like 8 of them. Okay, that's quite a bit of money. Spacesuit EMPs. What do we really need yet? They're probably not. We probably shouldn't actually craft those, because I don't think we really need anything else. Okay. Alright. Let's see what all kind of extra
you
crap
go.
we can sell. Damaged singularity engine. I think those are used for crafting some stuff. Programmable field arrays are definitely used for crafting some stuff, but not in that kind of quantities. So we'll sell like, oh, I don't know. That many. We should buy more seminars if we can. Doesn't look like we can. Oh, we already had some spacefly KVR we made earlier, must have. Okay, 21 million. Ka-ching. Sell the Magiclet. And I think that's all we really have to sell here. Bandages. We should probably keep all this stuff. Interface units, we don't need 1,000 of them. We'll sell like just a bunch of them. Yeah, okay. 23 million. That's actually quite a lot.
Good luck out there.
So, that's probably the most money we've had in one place at one time for quite a while now. Go talk to the representative. We're still like 100 million short of being able to set up a shipyard, but
It's an honor to see you here.
I'd like to buy a blueprint, equipment, shield generators, Karen medium shield Mark III, and while we're at it, we should buy the small shield Mark III as well, so we just don't have to buy shields anymore. Well, XL, yikes, that's expensive. 36 million for the XL shields. Okay. Let's just go ahead and buy everything we're going to need to build small ships except the actual. Okay, combat engine. Yeah, let's do it. Turrets, we already have. Actually, do I want to buy... Yeah, I bought medium pulses and large bolts. Nice balance. Too bad I'm going to spend it all. Yep. Okay, what do we have in size small guns? Mining, pulse, tracking launcher, dumbfire launcher, proton barrage, Meson stream, which is... I don't know if the AI can even use a Meson stream. Yeah. We should go ahead and... I'm just going to buy everything I need to equip small fighters. We've got weapons. We've got the shields. We've got the engines. Small combat thrusters. I think that's all we need. 21 million. Ka-ching. Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Now, when we actually have the 113 or whatever million it is required to buy the construction dock, we just need to actually buy the ship blueprint, and we'll already have everything we need to equip it, and we can start cranking them out.
It's an honor to see you here.
How much exactly is it for the construction module? No, it's not production. Build module. There we go. Small, medium fabrication bay. 125 million. Okay. Oh, and they want 300 million for the XL or the NDL fabrication bays? That's ridiculous. Anyway,
Good luck
125
out
million.
there.
That is going to be our next big objective, I think, is trying to somehow accumulate that. That's going to be ridiculously hard to get that much money in one place at one time. Guess we'll just have to do a bunch of money-making stuff for quite a while.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. Because we're not going to have any of the blueprints available to do, like, say, station building missions or whatever. And I don't think there's many other missions that really pay out in the millions. Well, there are some. We could probably do some missions. And destroying Xenon does, with a police license, does pay out reasonably well. But that's on the order of thousands, hundreds of thousands, not millions. So that'll take quite a while. Anyway, we got 9 million still. So that's a pretty decent amount of money, all things considered. So, yeah, let's go back home.
Autopilot engaged.
Don't think there's anything else we need right now. We do need some baldricks. But we don't have to be present to buy those. How many baldricks do I actually have? I think I only have the one left. Yeah, because the Pinwheel doesn't have any assigned ships. And Alpha Group is down to just one lonely baldric. And Beta Group is down to one lonely... Oh, wait, no. Okay, Alpha Group only ever had one baldric. What? Okay, this is the Grand Exchange headquarters. Looking at the wrong thing.
Jupiter.
Alpha Group here is down to one lonely baldric. He used to have two. Beta has a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, that's good. Why do I only have... Oh, that's... Yeah, because the other is named. That's why. I was like, why do I only have one large miner? Now I have two. This one was named by Bo. So it isn't the expected default name. Alright. So, the thing we need to worry about next is research. We need 50 advanced electronics and 150 animator cells. So let's go ahead and remove everything from here. Let's turn on trading. We need antimatter cells and advanced electronics. Now where do we buy those?
Entering asteroid belt.
That's not a very good place to buy those, just saying. Okay, we can get them from the Parented Trading Station. And antimatter cells are apparently available
Entering system. Get Sofuna.
here. So, we need 150 animator cells, did I say? Apparently they sell advanced electronics and animator cells in this basic area. I need to satellite up this area. That's just the way it is. Okay, let's send this baldric to the trading station. Just dock there for now. I need to be able to see what you have to say, what you have to sell, and I don't have a good way to do that. Actually, I do have a good way to do that. Let's change my guidance to here.
Entering system. The void. Autopilot. Engaged.
Okay, so we're going to go position some satellites in Grand Exchange. Just kind of scatter them around. Grand Exchange 1 has some. But we need some more in Grand Exchange 3 and some in Grand Exchange 4, just so we can see what's going on. And I should also drop a few in Parented Space here as well. Otherwise, research is going to take way too long. I think I have... Okay, I have 10. That should be enough. We're not going to go crazy with satellites. We're just like 2 or 3 each system.
Requesting immediate backup.
We are going to have to fly through Black Hole
Entering
Sun, but that
system.
shouldn't be a
Second
problem.
contact.
The Argon don't like us, but we're fast enough that we can stay ahead of them. It does make me a little bit sad when I know how fast this ship could be if I had good engines on it, but oh well. We're finally at a point where it's fast. Just not as fast as it could be.
Entering system. Black hole sun.
Yeah. We'll come out. Okay, a couple more jumps. And we'll come out close to where we need to be. So we can order that Baldric. Where is that Baldric? Okay. Is it parked over here or something? No? Where is it? Okay, there it is. For some reason I just didn't see it. Strange.
Entering black hole sun. 5.
It's almost 10:30 already. Well, we'll get these satellites positioned and we'll see about giving the orders for the remaining research materials to be hauled in. Let's see, what research were you even doing? Advanced engine mods? Okay. Exceptional engine mods require more of the same stuff, basically. Superfluid coolant engine parts were available locally. Apparently. Not sure where field coils come from. Hopefully they have sources of all that stuff.
Entering system. Grand exchange.
Yeah. Anyway. With a little luck and some more giant loot hauls like what we've been getting from the gate, we should be able to make enough money. Okay, we will put
Autopilot
one satellite
disengaged.
there.
Autopilot engaged.
And then we'll put one here and one here. And that should cover enough of this system to keep me happy. There's probably more stuff in this system. I probably should send one of the scouts down to explore these 3. But we'll worry about that problem later. A lot of these trade stations are really cool. It's too bad trade stations get unique parts you can't use. Oh. Some of the parts on trade stations are a bit cheaty. Like the Argon ones have some really huge storages that hold all resources. So that's probably a little excessive, but...
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, go ahead and drop an advanced satellite. Good coverage. Let's go drop another one there.
Autopilot engaged.
And we'll drop one right here. And we'll go through up to here, drop one here probably, and one here. And another one like here probably. Something like that. That'll take up 6 of our 10 satellites. I used to have a lot more satellites on this thing, but I sold most of them so I could fit in more laser towers. Which was what mattered at the time. I should probably still keep some free space in my inventory, because as soon as the pinwheel is done, which it looks like it's actually pretty close to done. When the pinwheel's done,
Autopilot disengaged.
We're probably going to want to remove most of, if not all of, the Mark 1 laser towers and reposition them
Engaged.
somewhere else. Probably up here in Family Crit. That'll take several trips. Well, obviously, it took several trips to drop them in the first place, but it'll take several trips to go get them all and drag them into location. And yeah. Thankfully, you can easily select a bunch of them. There's 52 of them. There's 69 of them.
Autopilot disengaged.
81. Yeah, and you can just right click and deactivate all. Okay, deploy another satellite. That gets us pretty good coverage. Alright, nice. Nice. Okay, remove this order. Let's see, what resources do we need again? 50 advanced electronics, 150 animator cells. Okay. Let's see. Animator cells, we can definitely get 150 of them here. And then we need 50 advanced electronics, which they have exactly 5 there. That's unfortunate. Okay. At least we can turn the animator cells off. Wait, he's got 3,000 of them there, but they're only willing to sell 5? Yeah. Or no, wait, that's on the buy side. Okay. There we go. Nowhere else. Okay, apparently there's a giant advanced electronics shortage again. There's some down here, though. Okay, can we get 50 of them and fit them inside this ship without having to go dump? Apparently we can. Nice. Okay. And then once you've docked there, come back here and trade with. There you go. We need to go drop a satellite down here by that Pyramid station. Okay. Anyway, next satellite is going to go here. Yeah.
Autopilot engaged.
We'll drop one here. We'll drop one here. We'll drop one here. Then we'll go down here. We'll drop one here. If that covers these two, then great. If not, well, we'll put one here. And we'll put one either here or here, depending on coverage. And then probably one here. We'll just do this whole system. Might as well. And maybe we'll put one over here to get better coverage. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll probably use up all our remaining satellites to cover this system. We won't be able to put one over here because we're going to use up all our satellites in this area. But at least we'll be able to see the stations for auto trading purposes. So hopefully our researcher will be a little bit more efficient about buying the things he needs locally without me having to intervene in the
Grand
future.
Exchange 4.
Yeah. Because the less I have to interfere, the better. Oops, that wasn't the button I wanted to hit. Okay, we currently have 10 million.
Autopilot Disengaged.
What are we going to have to buy before we can buy... What are you gonna call it? Before we can buy production.
Autopilot. Engaged.
The only things we're really gonna have to spend money on. It would be nice to buy ship upgrades, but those are relatively cheap. More ships. As long as we don't lose many, I think we can get away without buying more ships. Because the main thing we need, like, say, more freighters for is hauling building supplies around to our defense stations. What are you avoiding? There's nothing in front of us. Autopilot's such an idiot sometimes. And we do, I think we can use the Okinawa for that just fine. The Okinawa can haul a lot of stuff. And it won't be very far from our station. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I doubt we're really going to need more ships. We might need more large miners. Which is probably going to be our biggest expense, to be perfectly honest. If we do have to buy more. Okay, that's perfect. And we'll go place one right here.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Yeah, buying more large miners is probably going to be our most likely expense. We don't need any more blueprints, except fighter blueprints, and we're not going to buy those until we're actually ready to build them. I haven't even decided which fighters I want to buy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need more freighters. Miners is a possibility. Gas miners we seem to have plenty of. So we're good on that. We should probably just be frugal until we have enough money to buy the production. Because
Autopilot.
getting small
Disengaged.
ship production going is going to be absolutely massive toward helping us get a good amount of money. Okay, we want to deploy the first one right there, I think.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Because once we can start selling fighters to everybody around us. Yeah. It's a little too bad that the AI apparently just scraps the fighters instead of using them. Because that'd be awesome if you could just play arms dealer to everybody around by selling them ships. But anyway. If we can sell ships to all our neighbors,
Entering Grand Exchange 1.
that'll suddenly be the end of our money problems, basically. Then the big focus will become increasing ship production rate until we can have enough to buy the bigger shipyards. Small ships will get us some fighter wings, which are nice, but I don't really want the fighter wings so much as I want the so much as I just want the ability to sell fighters. I probably won't
Entering
actually
system.
use any fighter
Locally
wings for my own
fortune.
defense. Yeah, maybe some. Like make one or something, keep it around to dogpile Ks or something.
Entering system. Ice mists.
But yeah, the main thing is just being able to sell them. It'll be a good way to turn our otherwise unusable resources or unsellable resources. Well, okay. Not unsellable. Our otherwise
Autopilot. Disengaged.
unsellable locally resources. We can apparently still sell them because sometimes the Terrans are willing to travel that far to get them.
Autopilot.
Okay, that
Engaged.
covers about as much as I could possibly hope it would cover. So we put one here, and then we put one here. And that should actually cover everything except maybe this defense platform. And then maybe we put one here, and that'll cover most of the highway. It probably won't quite reach this gate, though. But it would cover the defense platform and most of the highway. Something like that, anyway. Maybe we should go...
Autopilot. Disengage.
let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of... Yeah, okay, that's a good place to drop it, actually. Do a little bit of advanced measuring. Okay, so from here, if we go to about right there, we can maybe cover everything with one satellite. And then maybe drop another over here and cover everything else.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Having a big satellite network is definitely worth its weight in gold. If you want to do any kind of automated trading, it's a must. Or even manual trading. I suppose if satellites weren't a thing, you'd have to have scout fighters in every system set to refresh prices or whatever the order is. Okay. That is actually as good as I could possibly hope for. It covers everything just right. So we'll drop one more over here. And that will give us a view of the jump gate. And the view of the entire highway. And maybe any other stations that might be built here someday.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Kind of a wasted satellite. But we have one left, so we might as well drop it. We do have one left, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. And from here, we'll go back home and load up on more satellites. Because we're probably going to need them. Oh, okay. That's a mammoth. At first glance, I thought I saw like a K. Everywhere we go, I see Ks. Alright, so...
Autopilot. Disengage.
Go ahead and drop that. And yay! It worked out perfectly. We can just see the gate. Alright. I declare this system satellited good enough. If I was going to spend a lot of time in the system, I'd probably drop a few more on the edges yet. Like one over here, one over here, one over here. Maybe one here. Kind of like that. But for trading purposes, there's no real reason to do that. Probably should drop some in this system just to help this miner out. But he seems to be doing okay without it, so... Okay, family's in. Set guidance over here beside the first steps.
Autopilot.
And let's go.
Engaged.
This is going to take us around the loop. And then from Activa's choice. Okay. Fairly quick. How are we doing on the pinwheel of Xenon Doom? I hope. It is finished. Alright. Let's remove the money from its construction fund. Actually, no, wait. It is not finished. We need to do high preset again. And that we're going to install... a lot of shields for a bunch of money.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
Okay, we're going to have to go and get another builder. No builders required for any of the confirmed changes. Okay, good. So we don't actually need builders to install
Entering
more shields.
system. Trinity Sanctum.
The Baldric is going to start hauling resources. Okay, 2,400 energy cells and 8,240 metallic microlattice. 2,400, 8,240. 8,240. Please autosave. Please stop. 8,240. And 2,400. Or 24,000.
Entering system. Bright promise.
Okay. Metallic microlattice. 8,240.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
8,240. Ah, no. $8,240, not 280.
Entering system. Silent witness.
There we go. And energy cells, we need 24,000 of. Exactly. Right. Like that. Okay.
Entering system. A tick fast choice.
How do you stop the lag? Well, unfortunately, you can't.
Danger. Entering system. Arca's Cascade.
At least not as far as I know. Okay. Then when you're done, fly back over there. We'll let the Baldric handle the rest of it. Yeah. Once your frame rate
Entering
tanks,
system. Family Zin.
there's not a whole lot you can do about it except remove the thing that's making it tank. Which, for example, my frame rate around that particular gate isn't so good. The reason being because I have all these laser towers here. Eventually I need to remove those laser towers. But once you just have enough stuff happening in the universe, enough stations, enough ships flying, all that stuff, your frame rate just keeps slowly going down and it never comes back. Rip. Anyway. And that's not ever going to be fixed by anything unless the devs ever get around to making multi-threaded updates for all that stuff, which I already talked about considerably yesterday. PSA to all Xenon, we are coming for you. Yeah, soon. Soon. Soon we will be coming for them. These systems first, probably. Once we have the ships to do it anyway. Which is actually going to be quite a while, unfortunately. But anyway. Did I already say hello, Nova? If I didn't, hello, Nova. Welcome here. Okay, so
Autopilot.
oh yeah, we need to go
Disengage.
get more satellites because I used them all. And I don't need to set
Split
guidance because it's right
equipment
here in the
dock.
same system. Let's go grab some more satellites. And then it is almost 11 o'clock. Well, 10:45. Close enough. I need to start streaming earlier because we've only been going for 2 hours. Starting to stream earlier would require me to get up earlier, though. Oh. And that would require me not to be a terrible human being. Your ship wreckage will be used to make more credits. Thank you for cooperation, and now can you please dead? Yeah, we actually sold quite a considerable amount of stuff we got from
Docking granted.
killing off Xenon in order to buy blueprints and such like 24 million credits worth of stuff that was just loot collected. Of course we spent pretty much all of it,
Successfully
but for a few glorious seconds we had money.
Honor to have you aboard.
Okay, advanced satellites. think we'll buy probably another 10. We don't place that many satellites, and really I should get one of the fighters and use them as satellite placement. I should not do it myself. It's slow and inefficient. I wish you could have Xenon ships. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. I mean, I can see why they don't let you, but I mean, it makes sense lore-wise that you can't. And it makes a certain amount of sense gameplay-wise, because it's a faction that
High-tech factory.
there's no downside to pissing them off, so if you can get a K isolated, which isn't too hard to do, all you need is enough Marines. But I kind of wish you still could. You could in X3, and that was kind of fun. I never actually spent enough time with the Marines to get one. But I did try once, and it failed miserably because I didn't have good enough Marines. But it was kind of conceptually cool, you know. Alright. Here we are. I don't think I ever successfully captured a ship using Marines in X3. In X3, you spent 333,333,333 credits on a system. It's been so long since I played X3, I don't really remember much about it, to be honest. I mean, I do... Okay, that's not true. I do remember some about it. I don't remember a lot of the stuff I did, except abstractly, and I don't remember, like, what run I tried stuff in, and how many times I played, or anything like that. I just kind of, oh yeah, I did this at some point, and did that at some point. Okay, this rapier, we'll give him orders later. There much loot here? Some.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
I think the task for next time is going to be moving most of these laser towers to this gate and starting a new defensive station up here. Although I do want to see... Here, first of all, let's take the swan song and move it over here. Just get it out of the way so it's still close enough that we can bring it in an emergency, but far enough away that it isn't interfering with our test, which the test is going to be next time a K comes through. I want to leave the station, try to deal with it. You boarded an Agamemnon and Hyperion Vanguard? Are there Hyperion Vanguards that aren't player owned in X3? Because I don't think I'd ever seen one, except the one that you get from the Poisoned Pyramid questline. If there was a Hyperion Vanguard somewhere...
Orders.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't think there was any that weren't player owned. Okay, so we need some more silicon carbide. We need some contratronic substrates. But all this... The AI have them. Okay. Yeah, I must... Okay, I read what you said wrong. I don't think I'd ever seen one that the AI had, but I guess I hadn't really been looking because I thought they were player only, so I didn't really go trying to find them. Okay. Well, I wish I had known that back when I was playing. Because the Hyperion Vanguard is far and away my favorite ship. You couldn't buy it anywhere. I know that. But anyway, because that's the version of the Hyperion that has the fighter docks and some other cool stuff like that. Which I don't know why I really wanted those fighter docks, because to be perfectly honest, I never used them for anything. I would dock fighters there, but then I didn't actually launch the fighters or anything like that. It's easy to board them, but hard to find. Yeah, they weren't a common ship, that would be for sure, because I would have noticed them if they were. The Hyperion, just the plain Hyperion, I think was reasonably common. Oh well. I suppose instead of dithering around here doing nothing and letting it get later and later, I should probably go to bed in some attempt at being able to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow. Tomorrow... Not entirely sure what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. There was some talk of the... what do you call it? Here. Let's just scroll up a little bit here so I can... Oh yeah, Starship Troopers. There was some talk of the Starship Trooper game. Because that looks really fun. So I might try that out. Otherwise, I'll probably pick something out of the Nostalgia Night list and give it a go. In any case, I hope to see you all back here tomorrow for whatever I end up deciding to play. Yeah. I greatly appreciate all of you being here, and I hope you all have an awesome night. Let's see, is there anybody we should raid? Af isn't doing anything because Af never streams. Abby's not doing anything. And Wasted's not doing anything. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I guess that means I'll just say goodbye and end the stream then. So yeah, I hope to see you all tomorrow. And it bears repeating, but have an excellent night.